Yeah, just put that right there and I'll be over there in a second. Is it a live one? Okay, you can stay right there. Um, yeah, close that door for me. I'm alive. Hi, everyone. I definitely wanted to come on here and wish you guys a happy Easter. I know a lot of you guys are celebrating your holiday with your family, which I'm not. This is my first year ever. I am 30 years old, and this is my first time. This is my first time away from my family. And I want to wish you guys a happy Easter. I know I know a lot of you guys are at home. I know a lot of you guys are working. I'm actually in the office area. I know a lot of you guys are at home. I know a lot of you guys are I know a lot of you guys are with your families. Happy Easter. God has risen. He got up. And I am thankful for that. I'm grateful that God rose on this day. And I know a lot of you guys are eating your special food, like your, what is that, ham and turkey. I know a lot of you guys are doing a lot of things. But guess what? I am grateful for you guys. Hi, Donovan. Donovan, you guys, if you guys ever want stuff to be done, or I want to let you guys hear something, maybe we can go on there. Let me see. I don't want to click on the wrong thing. I just want you guys to hear something. Hold on.
Let's face it, the government in our communities have been less than honest and upstanding. It's time for change. Andrew Caldwell is committed to the needs of the community, collaborating with neighborhood organizations and listening to you to find solutions. Empowering neighborhoods, putting you first. On August 6th, vote Andrew Caldwell for Ward 9 Committeeman. Paid for by Andrew Caldwell Committee, Andrew Caldwell Treasurer.
Thank you, Donovan. And as you know, we're getting ready to put that into stuff so that it can be posted. I definitely wanted you guys to hear it first. If you guys have not donated to my campaign, you should chip in $5, chip in $10, chip in $25, chip in $100, chip in whatever God allow you to do so. And if you guys want to follow Donovan page, Donovan_Vo. Donovan was the one that created that. He does a lot of the voiceovers. He works with a lot of people, a lot of companies like NBC, BET.
Let's face it, the government in our communities have been less than honest and upstanding. It's time for change. Andrew Caldwell is committed to the needs of the community, collaborating with neighborhood organizations and listening to you to find solutions. Empowering neighborhoods, putting you first. On August 6th, vote Andrew Caldwell for Ward 9 Committeeman. Paid for by Andrew Caldwell Committee, Andrew Caldwell Treasurer. August 6th, vote Andrew Caldwell for Ward 9 Committeeman. Paid for by Andrew Caldwell.
So, as you know, I will continue to fight for St. Louis. I will continue to fight for, as you guys know, that I've always wanted to run for office. There's a lot of things going on in politics. A lot of people are in position because they want to feel empowerment. They want to feel entitled. They want to feel they want to feel that they are in, they want to be important. I'm coming in this seat, and I'm coming in this position to help our children. It is time for our children to learn their rights to vote. It is time for our communities to get together, no matter what color, no matter who you are, no matter what sex, no matter what color, no matter what you believe, you deserve the same treatments. Do you hear what I'm saying? I am in this position because God allowed me to. As I tell you, I was the one that worked on the radio, and every chance that I get, I told them, when police in our neighborhoods are not working as policemen, they don't deserve to be police officers. When you're killing us black folks, shooting us black folks, not giving us the time to share what happened, and not the first thing you know is you did it. No, that is not how it works. I'm going to fight for teachers, bus drivers, nurses to get the same treatments. There's a lot of teachers who are working under pay, but they continue to go out, buy school supplies. Teachers should not have to buy school supplies. Teachers should not have to go to work and have to wear a bulletproof vest. We are not letting our kids go to school in bulletproof vests. It is the principal, it's the superintendent, it's the government job to protect our students. Do you hear? It is not, again, our teacher's job to go to work every day, Monday through Friday, being underpaid. Do you hear what I'm saying, you guys? Our neighborhoods, trash, are not being taken out because they are short of staff. You know why you're short of staff? Do you know why you're short of staff? Because you don't want to pay. You already received grants after grants. Your company didn't have to pay that back. So why are you short of staff? You're short of staff because the head are not treating the team, the staff, right. And a lot of people are figuring out, I don't have to deal with the bull crap anymore. I can just work Uber. I can just work for myself. And it's going to get to that point that a lot of you guys are going to work from home. A lot of you guys are going to be your own boss. Bring in your own money. Neighborhoods are being trashed. Guns are coming into our neighborhoods. You heard what I'm saying? Social workers are being told they have to be policemen. Social workers are not policemen. Police job is to be police. We don't pay our officers $50 to $60 to $70 to $80,000 to be social workers. Social workers are social workers. Policemen are policemen. Our neighborhoods are going down by the hour because us are not taking a chance. We are not stepping up, telling our young folks to go vote. The Republicans, they don't care about the Democrats. They are trying to vote bills. They're trying to, I just found out, which I'm very sad of, the police in the city of St. Louis, they voted on a bill that passed the House Now it's on its way to the Senate. The bill was the state take over the police. It might be a good for the police officers, but for the community, it is not a good look. I don't want to wake up and found another child dead in our neighborhood. I don't want to wake up and figure out the police can just take over our neighborhoods. The state does not care about us. I am very disgusted how the board of aldermen, some have voted on that board, on that bill. How disgust and how disgrace you are. The state does not care about our neighborhoods. The state might offer the police officers, the firemen, the paramedics, MTs better pay. But the state does not care about us. I believe there are some laws out there that they don't even have to follow. I also want to talk about the juvenile department. How in the hell drugs, guns are getting in the facility? I know what office I'm running from, but I'm speaking facts right now. Oh, that's not the only seat that I will be running for. You just sit back. How in the hell? The young men are dying in jail. Feeding them awful food. Everybody in jail. Everybody's in jail. It's not a criminal. Some are in there. They've been lied. Some did it, but God forgave them. Everyone deserves a second chance. But I saw in my inbox last night, this lady said, Brother Andrew, sorry to say, I know it's late. I'm going to read I'm not going to add nothing to this. I'm going to speak it. And she said, I know you're running for committee man, but can you think about running for something else as well? And my response was, why is that? She hit me up a couple hours and said, I just lost my brother in jail. He was only in jail for a traffic violation. He had a warrant because he did not attend court. When you have a warrant, it can be for multiple things. But to know that your brother is not coming back. He went in there for a traffic violation, which he probably missed court or, didn't have the funds to pay for that ticket. Went to jail over the weekend, and now you guys have to bury him. That is disgusting. And I really want that to be changed. That's disgusting. If you don't have the funds to pay for a speeding ticket, within a couple days, dismiss it. It's not like they're out there killing. It's not like they're out there robbing, carjacking, robbing banks. I want that to be changed. I know I have nothing over there. I can't even touch none of that. You guys hear what I'm saying? It's really time for St. Louis to stand up. I'm happy there is a lot of us people, black people in office. But while you're in office, I need you to stand up. When you was not in office, you was saying you was going to get that bill passed. You was saying you was going to fight for this. You was saying all you doing is fighting for other rights that has nothing to do with us. You went in office, you got 20 bodyguards, and your campaign say you're only offered one bodyguard. You got a black truck, but I have a car that drive that drive the same car. You went in office, you signing bills, but you're not really fighting for our community. You're doing these celebrity visits. You're going to park after park. You're going to Easter egg events. You're going to churches. You're going, and we only see them when it's time for re-election. But we continue to vote them in. You won't change? Get up and vote. You won't change? Help your neighborhood. You won't change? Tell your children it's important to vote. You won't change? Save your money. You hear what I'm saying? Hope I make myself very clear. Okay? It is Easter. I'm getting ready to lay down, get out this room, and go in my other room and lay down because I need to rest up for an event tonight. Everybody is asking, why are you in Washington, D.C.? Stay tuned. Stay tuned. I will give you that information tomorrow. Set your notifications tomorrow at 4 o'clock a.m. And I look forward of letting you guys know why I'm in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C., I'm in your city. Thank you for loving me. I see your inbox messages. I see your messages all over. Trust me. I see the comments. I'm here. And I'm in your city. 4 a.m. Yes, 4 a.m. Set your notifications. Probably will be live multiple times tomorrow. I love you. I really do. I won't be in this position. I won't have this platform if it wasn't for my true supporters. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for every single person that's on here. But somebody in the comments say, but an important thing, I thank God. After I thank God, I thank my enemies. I thank my haters. But if it wasn't for the naysayers, if it wasn't for the haters, if it wasn't for those that talked about Andrew Caldwell, let's bring up his past. Let's try to fight the people who's. There's this person, is a guy. He's young. And they don't know that I know who he is. I've never met this person personally. I came encountered with them over social media. And I'm not going to say that person's name. I can't sue that person because that person don't have enough assets. When your lawyers can tell, they can have some type of system that can tell if there's some assets and things like that. I can't sue your apartment building. There's none there. Because you don't own it. You're renting. You're a renter. You should have renter insurance, things like that. But yeah. So building a case is a very process. Building a case, that means once someone open up an investigation on you, I don't need to sue. I don't want to be the name Andrew Sue. No, I'll let the law deal with that. But building a case is a process. You guys screenshot so many things. I'm very aware about people going back and forth with my people on Twitter. I don't have a Twitter account, but I do monitor a lot of those Twitter's accounts. We just waiting for the right words to say, then we can take more actions. What I can say with no shadow of a doubt, with proof, the FBI is investigating a lot of people, probably including me. But they are very aware. Yes, you have freedom of speech, but when you start lying and posting my social, or a person posting my address, or attacking folks, I'm going to say this and I'm going to get off live. It is Easter. Hate crime can get you in a lot of trouble. And what do you mean about hate crime? If you have a group and they are working together, what do you mean working together? You might not be getting paid, but you joined a group. You know they are hating. You know they are saying things. You know they're constantly going live. That's what you call a hate group. But when you create, because I can say that you personally, you the head, you created those people to go after me. You created those people to attack me. You was the head. You already been investigated. You already have them to knock at your door, told them to stop. You continue to do so. I continue to reach back out to that department and let them know this continued to happen. They say, well, we're very aware of his actions. We already warned him. That was the first step. You have to understand that the prosecutor, federal prosecutor, must have a lot of evidence before they move forward. Your local prosecuting can, which is a misdemeanor, things like that. It depends if you're actually doing things. But I want to put this out there. I'm not saying nothing to scare no one. This is not a threat, and this is not a promise. But when you're on Twitter or when you're on YouTube, you better watch what you say about my family. You better watch what you say about me. And you better make sure you have your facts completely straight. I'm not suing you. I can't sue your apartment building. I can't sue your car because I can't take your car because it has a loan. But there's ways to get that car. But I want to make myself very clear. When I go live, they are watching. And when when I talk to them, maybe meet up in person or over the phone, they always ask, do you have their social media accounts? And I said, I do. And they said, well, can you screenshot it and text it to me or email it to me? I said, I definitely can. Watch what you guys post on your social media as well. A lot of you guys coming for me hasn't filed your taxes in good standard in 10 years. You might be filing your taxes right, but messing with me, you better make sure you have a business. Messing with me, you better make sure your tax returns are right. You better make sure you're not filing anything legal that should not be on there. I don't need to call the police. I don't need to sue you. I'm not a snitch. But I'm very well connected in a lot of those departments, believe it or not. Watch what you post on your social media. Flashing your diamonds, flashing your pearls, your cars, your diamonds, your going on costly trips. If you only make $60,000, we want to know how in the hell are you able to go on them trips constantly? What do you put on your taxes? How your taxes look? Are you filing your cousin kids? Yeah, I'm doing too much. I love you guys. Bye. But when you come for me, you better make sure you have a whole boat. And you better make sure you have plenty of money. Okay? I mean my olives. I love you guys. Stay focused. Do the right thing. Go to work. Pay your taxes. Just like everybody else. File the correct information. No PP loans. If you know you don't own the business, okay? Okay? So, I'm very good at screenshotting your posts. And I'm very good of going back and asking. I know a lot of people leaving comments. I have them to go out and do stuff for me. I know a lot of people who work in higher positions. There are some people on here talking some trash and your tax returns ain't right, baby. Tread light. Just because you have an Instagram page, we can always, I love love you guys. God bless you.